Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Monday morning. It certainly was an extremely nice weekend. Temperatures in the 60s Saturday and Sunday. Actually had a record high on Saturday here in Lincoln. A little bit cooler yesterday, but still into the lower 60s. So all in all, not a bad weekend out there to get outside, get some of the stink blown off. It's going to be nice again today, but we are going to be watching for some colder weather to return as we head through the week this week, and we'll also keep an eye out at least for some low-end chances right now for some very light moisture across the state as we head through the course of the next week. Still not looking at really any big systems heading our way over the course of the next week, but again, that can always change. So jumping in, looking at your Lincoln Weather Almanac. Again, these are the numbers from yesterday. I mentioned it, but a little bit cooler, but still 62 degrees for a high yesterday. Our normal high for this time of year is in the lower 40s, so a good 20 degrees above average, almost 30 degrees above average on Saturday. Even that low of 28 was pretty comfortable, about 10 degrees or so above average for this time of year. No moisture this weekend, and again, still, in fact, no measurable moisture for the entire month of December thus far. And then that obviously includes no snowfall yet. 3.5 inches, just more than 3.5 inches below average for our snowfall season to date. And again, now through today, today is day 326 since we've last seen measurable snowfall here in the capital city. Again, you got to go back to January 18th was the last time we had snow. So again, we continue every day to extend this record. Again, this is days between the last measurable snow of the previous season and that first measurable snow of the new season. Again, the old record was 309 days. That was set back in 2012, and again, we're at 326. That includes today, and again, we continue to reset that record every single day that we do not have measurable snow. And again, chances this week I think are pretty slim. So again, we could see that record stretch another 7 days, looking at how the extended forecast looks right now. So you look at your weather headlines. It will be cooler today, but it is still going to be above average and still fairly comfortable out there, though it will be a bit breezy at times. We are watching, though, another burst of colder air going to be heading our way, especially through the middle and end of the work week. But overall, it doesn't look like it's going to be too terrible. Nothing that we haven't seen already before yet this season. And then generally dry through the week. There are a couple chances here and there for maybe some light precipitation, some sprinkles, or maybe some flurries across the state, and we'll keep an eye on that as the week wears on. Right now, again, looking at variable cloudiness across the state, you can see blue sky there in O'Neill, here in Lincoln. Again, dealing with some cloud cover, a few peaks of sun in there in Grand Island, and a few clouds passing by in North Platte right now in the capital city. It's 33 at the airport, 35 here in Midtown Lincoln, calm wind being reported. So again, feels like temperature, again, still right at that 33 degrees. Temperatures on the Tempest weather stations across town, again, generally sitting in the lower to middle 30s as we start our Monday. Temperatures across the state, again, generally in the low 30s to low to mid 30s, but a few spots already into the lower 40s, including Wayne and Norfolk in northeastern Nebraska, a few spots in the far west and southwest in the mid upper 20s as we start our Monday. Not much wind out there, again, a little bit of a breeze across parts of northwestern Nebraska, generally out of the west and northwest at around 5 to 15 miles an hour, a few spots where it's a little bit stronger. That wind should kick up as we head through the day today, and I think by the afternoon, a lot of areas will be seeing those winds sustained at about 8 to 18 miles an hour with gusts up to around 30 miles an hour. So we factor in that wind chills ranging anywhere from the lower teens to the lower and middle 30s across the state early this morning. Satellite radar picture, again, is fairly quiet out there. There's a few clouds. Again, if you look at the visible satellite imagery, again, you can see a few clouds here and there. So again, overall, across the state, we'll call it partly cloudy, but again, it is generally dry across the state early this morning. You zoom out, look at a regional view. We do have a few snow showers across parts of western South Dakota. Could see a few of those dip into the northwestern corner of the state as we head through the morning hours. You zoom out, look at a national view. Again, have a little bit more activity across the Great Lakes into southern Canada, where we do have some rain and snow, and that rain extending down across the Appalachians, then down into parts of the southeastern United States. But again, no big systems currently on the board right now. But we do have at least a few weather alerts. You can have some winter weather advisories up across parts of New England, up into Maine. Here closer to home, wind advisories and high wind warnings across the Dakotas. Again, that's the wind that's eventually going to be making its way through Nebraska as we head through the day today. Also have dense fog advisories across parts of eastern Kansas, western Missouri, and those extend all the way down into parts of Oklahoma as well. So again, there's at least a few alerts out there early this morning. But check out Skycast. Again, the in-house model has, again, kind of those partly cloudy conditions this morning. And I think as we head through the day today, again, there's going to be periods of some sunshine, periods of cloud cover with a blustery north and northwest wind across the state. Generally dry, though, as we head through the day on your Monday. And then as we head tonight and into your Tuesday, again, cooler air continues to settle into the region, so temperatures continue to cool back as we head into the day on Tuesday. But again, dealing with a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day on your Tuesday. I think late Tuesday, we'll start to see a chance for a few snow flurries, maybe some light snow showers across the state. Our in-house model here, this is 5 o'clock Tuesday, picking up on some of that isolated activity and tries to pick it up at least a little bit as we head towards late Tuesday and then into the overnight hours. Not much expected, at least the way things look right now. Not much would be expected out of that activity, but we'll keep an eye on it. It could maybe give a dusting in some areas, maybe reduce some visibility at times in other areas, but again, not a big system that's heading our way. And then into the day on Wednesday, I think, again, dealing with variable cloudiness across the state, but generally dealing with dry conditions across the state into the day on Wednesday. So if you look at the snowfall potential, this is the European model. This is through the course of the next week through 10 o'clock next Monday. Again, it has some hit and miss, very light snow, especially across the northern half of the state. Some of that coming with that potential late Tuesday into Tuesday night for a few isolated snow showers. But really, again, no meaningful snow going to be expected for us for the course of the next week. And then basically the same thing with the American GFS model. Again, here at home, nothing meaningful really expected for us as we head over the course of the next week. As far as temperatures today, it'll be warmest in the southeastern corner of the state. We'll look for highs to still reach the lower to middle 50s, including right at 50 here in Lincoln. Cooler, though, as you head further to the north and to the west, where temperatures will range anywhere from the upper 30s to the upper 40s. Low temperatures tonight, falling down upper teens to low to mid 20s from west to east across the state. Cooler weather then settles into the area for the day on Tuesday, a little bit more seasonal for us. Upper 30s to low to mid 40s from north to south across the state here in Lincoln. Should see a high of around 40 for the day on Tuesday, 43 in Grand Island, 44 in North Platte. Low temperatures into Wednesday morning, low teens to low 20s to start the day. Wednesday, though, then it gets cold. Highs, especially in the eastern and northeastern corner of the state, will be below average into the upper teens to upper 20s, getting into the 30s and then 40s as you head across the western and southwestern corner of the state for the day on Wednesday. Wednesday night into Thursday, again, it'll be cold, single digits and teens as we start our Thursday afternoon. Again, kind of the same story. It's going to be cold in the east, a little bit milder in the west. Temperatures ranging anywhere from the low 20s to the upper 40s to near 50 across the far western sections of the state. In Lincoln, say a high of 27 for the day on Thursday, 29 in Grand Island, 36 in North Platte. Cold again into Thursday or Friday morning, that is, rather, with lows in the teens to start Friday, but then temperatures do begin to moderate a little bit by Friday afternoon, with highs anywhere from the low 30s to the low 40s for much of the 10-11 coverage area. Extended forecast, you can see some small chances for at least maybe a few snow showers or a few flurries maybe. Late Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll also keep an eye on Friday. It looks like another system could head our way that could bring in some moisture to the area. Again, right now, which is kind of 20% chance in there, but that has room to grow. We'll watch that through the week. Temperatures eventually getting back closer to normal by late this week and then into the day on Saturday. Sunday looks like above average temperatures return with highs back to the mid to upper 40s for us here in the capital city. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state. Again, we're kind of bouncing around and all over the place over the course of the next week. Again, today is not too bad, especially for the southern and southeastern sections of the state, but then it gets cold Tuesday into Wednesday. That continues into Thursday. Temperatures then begin to warm back up Friday into the weekend. And looks like, again, some milder above average temperatures would then continue into the weekend, at least into the first part of the work week next week. Any chances for moisture? Again, you can see through most of this week it's pretty hit and miss. We're going to keep an eye on Friday, but then even past Friday, things again are kind of hit and miss. There's some low-end chances in the forecast, but no big storms really forecast for us over the course of the next week to 10 days or so. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. This takes us December 16th through December 22nd from the Climate Prediction Center. Again, continues to favor above-average temperatures across much of the region. Again, our normal high temperatures by that time are going to be sitting in the mid to upper 30s across the state. So again, at least a little bit warmer than that in terms of high temperatures. And then precip, again, Climate Prediction Center outlook through that time frame favors below normal precip. So again, that is something we'll continue to watch. Again, still waiting for that first measurable snow here in Lincoln and for many areas across eastern Nebraska. Again, there's a few hit and miss chances in the forecast over the course of the next week, but again, a lot of that looks like it would be pretty light, maybe only flurries at best. So again, no strong signals yet of any more widespread measurable snow across the area over the course of the next week. So still waiting. Again, I mentioned it at the very beginning, about 326 days since our last measurable snow back in January of this year. And again, looks like we could go another week, at least another week, while still waiting for that first measurable snow. So keep it tuned to 1011. I'll keep you updated as we head throughout the week. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hope everyone has a nice Monday, and hope everyone again stays warm through the week.